Hello world, it's Uper Al. We are here in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bring a topic up that is not related to any kind of videos that I normally do whatsoever. But this has been on my mind for a very long time, and that's the subject of the HOP streetcar here in Milwaukee. There's a light rail system, which our former mayor of the city, Tom Barrett, became his pet project. Got about $150 million or so of federal funding to have this boondoggle put into our city. And it is an absolute waste of money. And this city continues to operate this train, which is not generating any revenue because it's free right now. It's free to ride. It's been free to ride for the last 5 years in this city. It's being sponsored by corporations, Potawatomi, Bingo. I believe Harley-Davidson has thrown some money into it. Some other places that have given money to keep this thing running. But no one uses it. I see this train, and I've seen this train for the last 5 years running around Milwaukee, and I come through downtown Milwaukee almost on a daily basis on my way to work and on the way home at night from work. And I never see this thing with more than 5 or 6 people riding on this train. It's already $4 million in the hole. I believe the president or whoever runs this thing was just recently fired from his job for putting another $4.5 million of mismanagement into this thing. The wheels that are on this train system are deficient. They deteriorate fast due to the weather and whatever. They're just not designed right. They're not working properly. This thing has derailed a few times. It's sucking up money. It's sucking up time. It's sucking up people's tax dollars to fund this. And again, it's not generating any money. It is supposed to be putting in fare boxes one of these years to start charging people. But again, it's free right now. And as we're going to ride this thing and see around in the video that I'm making, no one's on this thing. It's free right now. So in order to generate money, you would need thousands of people a day to come on here and pay to ride this thing in about a 1 mile loop, because that's about all it does in this city. And it goes and branches off to a couple certain areas east and north of the city. But no one's riding this thing. I'm gonna go on one of the stops here so you can see that it doesn't really utilize anything, doesn't go to any place significant in the city. It's really not servicing anything in the city. And I would dare to see that anybody in this city, on the north side, the south side, the east, or the west side, even rides this thing or even cares about it. You can get a lot further on the bus system in the town for, I don't know what the bus costs. I believe it's $2 or $2.25 a ride. Get a transfer and go to anywhere, all the way out to Waukesha County, out to Oak Creek, north up to Mequon, and still get back downtown on a transfer. This train doesn't service anything. It goes around in a loop downtown. It just doesn't service anything. I don't even know how to put it in words. This train has me so frustrated over the years that I had to make a video on this. And I want to show you exactly how useless this train is. So let's go take a ride. Let's go see how many people are on this thing. And you tell me if it's generating any money. So we're here at the eastern terminus of the HOP streetcar system. Ends at the Couture building, a high-end luxury apartment. About 30-something stories up. Sorry, it's foggy. Can't get a great view. Rents start here at about $1,900 a month up to $11,000 a month. So as you see, most people would have a car to park in here. They're not utilizing the HOP. There's also a bus that runs through the Couture here, which will get you a lot further for $2 or whatever it costs to ride the bus. We'll get you all around town. No one's riding this train. It's an absolute waste of money. This building was strong-armed into putting the transit, what they quote-unquote transit center here for the HOP, into their building, thinking that the residents here are going to utilize this like they're living in New York or something. But as you see, no one's waiting for it, and you'd be better off catching the bus. The train continues on this way on Wisconsin Avenue and also Clybourne Street. just out on the other side of the building there, which really doesn't service anything. I just wanted to bring light to the waste of money to this city with this hop streetcar. And as you see, no one's riding it. I'll give a little background in downtown Milwaukee. Our downtown here is not really a shopping destination per se. It is more of a service destination, the downtown. More for festivals, sports events, museums, things like that, arts, entertainment. So unless there's an event down here, there's not a lot of people that really come down here to shop per se. There is shopping here in the 3rd Ward, and this is the most popular area for the train to service. However, when there aren't things going on, no one's really down here in downtown per se, like not massive crowds of people. Today is December 15th. It's about 40 degrees out. It is a Sunday, so it is a not so busy day down here. But even on a busy, hot day, I've been down here, I haven't seen people on this train. Even at night, when people are going to bars and stuff, you don't see people riding it, and it's free. And no one's still riding this thing. So I don't really see how they're ever going to generate any money, how anything's ever going to be out of the red for the system, because it's an underutilized service that's just sucking up money from the city and really not servicing the people of the city of Milwaukee. And as we're going to take a ride, you're going to see there aren't going to be a lot of people riding this streetcar. It's not utilized. There's really no place to go on it, unless you live in an apartment somewhere downtown here and want to not walk the few blocks that you could walk or drive a car. It's really not useful. But I want to give you a little background. Downtown Milwaukee, like I said, is not a shopping destination. Yes, it is busy downtown because there are bars and restaurants. But as far as people coming down here to park their car, get on a train for free, and ride around in a circle, it's just not happening. You're better off just parking your car, paying a parking meter, and you're going to get to where you want to be right at the front door. Milwaukee is not a huge downtown. They don't have a huge downtown in the city here. It's pretty walkable. Or you can ride the Lime scooters, which a lot of people do in the summertime, or e-bikes, whatever they have down here for other transportation. People Uber. They're staying at the hotels, they'll get an Uber or something, but they're not utilizing this train. I just want to bring it to light. I think the people are being robbed of the money that they're going to have to pay to keep this thing maintained, to expand it, the millions and millions of dollars that it's going to cost, that they're just never going to recoup on this thing. And I think the best thing for them to do is to stop running this thing as soon as possible and put the money to better use. The city needs other things than a streetcar to go around in circles when they have perfectly good bus service transportation, and most people in the city drive because it's cold here. No one wants to sit on a corner and wait around for a train for half an hour to take them nowhere in downtown Milwaukee. It's just not practical. They talk about expansion, but expansion will cost millions to bring it into the neighborhoods of the city so other people in the city can possibly utilize it. But I'll be honest, most people in Milwaukee, if they ain't working downtown, they're not coming down here unless there's a Bucks game or they want to go to the museum or Summerfest, and this train doesn't service any of that. So what or how they think they're going to generate money is just beyond me. And we're going to see on this route, yeah, there's places it can service. There's hotels, restaurants, bars, things like that. But people aren't coming down here to get on a train, park their car and get on a train and then go ride to one of these destinations when you could just come up to these places and park your car on the street perfectly fine. Like I said, we don't have a busy downtown, so it's not a hard thing to find parking. A lot of people in the city and people from outside of Milwaukee, and people from the suburbs, don't come down here because they're afraid of crime and everything else, which our city's not that bad downtown. The crime's not that bad down here. Things do happen, but in general, it's a pretty safe downtown area. But again, it's not a shopping destination. People go to the malls. They go to the suburbs. They go to Chicago even. it's just not a shopping destination anymore down here. The mall that used to be here is now a food court, and most of these, the public market and food court down here pretty much services anybody that's down here working for these corporations, these banks, insurance agencies, lawyers, things like that. And if they're driving down here anyways, they're probably just walking around when they're down here to go to wherever they need to go on their lunch break or whatnot. But as far as the average citizen needing to come from the south side or the north side of Milwaukee, they're not coming down here to ride this train for anything. If you're coming down here, you're just going to walk around because, again, we don't have a large downtown. You can walk all downtown in 15 minutes from one end to the other, 15, 20 minutes, easily. So to sit around and wait for a train, it's just a waste of time. I think it's more of a novelty. You know, people come from out of state or from other towns into Milwaukee, and they want to ride it and think that it's oh, look at this, they have this modern progressive transportation system. But for the average person here, you're not getting your money's worth. So I just want to put that out there. We're going to catch the train here at this empty train station here and take a ride. Probably got to wait around a while for the train to come through because we just missed the last one. But I'm going to show you, it's not really servicing anything for the city. And the quicker this city gets rid of it, I think the better off they'll be. We're going to wait at this station here. I don't know how long it's going to take for this train to come through. Oh, there's one coming this way. Actually, we might get to catch it right back the way we just came walking from. I actually want it to go north on here. I don't know if that's possible. Let me go find a station that'll take us north so you can see that it's really not utilized. Well, we're going to ride this train here back to where we came from. You'll see there's nobody on this damn thing. There are very few people. Station. Train's on its way. See you in a minute. Here we go, the intermodal hop. I'm gonna go to the intermodal station here. Just see nobody's on this train. Very few riders. I wasn't recording. So we're here on the streetcar here. We're gonna leave from the intermodal station here. I just talked to one of the citizens that's on the train here. They didn't really want to be on camera. They say they live downtown here and that they do utilize the train. I explained some of my points to them, and they said it's fair points. Family up there, and like I said, they live down here, so they do utilize it. They like the train. Well, it's free, so they can, if you live down here, I guess, and you're on the route, it's worth your time. But we're just going to see how many people get on this train here. And you can see it's pretty empty. Nobody's on here. No one's coming on here. It is Sunday for that. I'll give them that. So it's a pretty slow day in Milwaukee, but let's just see where we can go here. We're here at the Milwaukee Public Market, which would probably be about the most popular place for this train. Anybody that wants to ride it to get on here and come to. Because there's the most of the shopping, stores, and restaurants in downtown that you'd want to be at. Again, if you had a car and came down here, there's no point in parking your car just to get on the train and ride a few blocks one way or the other. You can just go park and be where you want to be, whenever you want to be. You gotta wait for this thing to drive, which is very slow. So if you're late for work, you're probably definitely gonna be late if you're stuck behind this thing. Stopping at a stop here. No one's getting on or off. Once again, you got no more customers. station. Same people on here. We're headed here northbound into downtown Milwaukee here, the heart of the city, where you would think most people would get on or off of this train. Let's just see how many people board or disembark on here. As you see, it's really doesn't service anything. There's a few parking lots. So if you had a car, I guess you could park your car and get on a train to go somewhere, wherever you really don't need to go. That track is the branch that goes to the Couture building, which no one's utilizing. We're here at Wisconsin Avenue, pretty much the absolute heart of downtown. We got one rider getting on. Okay, we got one customer. Wisconsin Avenue here. Main street of downtown Milwaukee.
Our next stop is City Hall northbound.
Stop at City Hall, stop here, see who gets on and off.
Stop request prior to the stop you desire.
Looks like the family I just spoke with might be getting off here. Again, they didn't want to be on film. They liked the streetcar. They had nothing negative to say about it. Don't seem like they really thought about the cost when I talked to them. As I said, they live down here, so obviously they will be utilizing it if they live right on this street. Now the streetcars
This
are into
is
the
City
break.
Hall northbound.
Now we
Please
gotta
watch your
wait.
step while boarding or exiting.
As you see, there's mostly parking lots along this route here. Really nothing useful. Another parking lot. MSOE over here. I guess some students might utilize it. We'll see if anybody gets on. It is Sunday again. As I said, there's not a lot of people, but I can assure you that on any given time, no one's on this train. Got another potential rider coming up. There's only 3 other riders on this train, besides myself.
Now arriving at Cathedral Square eastbound. Doors will open to the left.
I guess if you want a nice little tour of downtown Milwaukee for free, it's not a bad ride. We're still headed northbound, going slow as molasses. I do notice they have bike racks on here, but why you would ride a bike to come to this train and ride it to nowhere is beyond me. You might as well just ride your bike through the city. So it just boggles the mind. You can honestly ride a bike faster than this thing drives. Sorry, I don't have anything good to say about this train. I think the only thing that would be good is if they served liquor on this train. You probably would then you would get riders. You would certainly get riders if you served liquor on this train. Make it a party train. Privatize it. Let them do parties at night. Put lights on it. Serve liquor. You'd get ridership. Otherwise, there's, as you see, no one's on this thing. No one wants to ride it. Absolute waste of money.
Our next stop is Austin Jackson.
There's another stop here. Let's see if anybody gets on.
Stop at all stops. Please press the stop.
See, we've ridden almost the entire route of this thing, and no one has gotten on here or off. It's absolutely underutilized. There's nobody here waiting. Nobody cares.
Now arriving at Austin Jackson eastbound. Doors will open to the right.
No one's waiting for this train. Nobody cares. I think unless you lived over here and absolutely worked downtown and didn't want to walk the few blocks, then it might be okay. We might have a couple riders here. They got a couple blocks to go, so I guess they just didn't want to walk the extra 5 blocks to the end.
Please watch your step while boarding or exiting the streetcar. Please allow seniors and persons with disabilities to
So
use
far, we've gotten about
designated
4 or 5 people to board this train since we've started. We're coming to the end, the northernmost terminus. And then we're going to take it back to downtown, and I'm getting off of this monstrosity.
Our next stop is Ogden and Astor eastbound. Streetcars do not stop at all stops. Please press the stop request prior to the stop you desire.
Yeah. On a positive note, these are nicer apartments over here. It's a better place in the city to
Now
live.
arriving at Ogden
Anybody that's
and
watching this,
eastbound. Doors will open to the right.
the people are getting off that didn't want to walk the 3 blocks. There's another person getting on that's going to ride the last 2 blocks to the end here.
This is Ogden and Astor eastbound. Please watch your step while boarding or exiting the streetcar. Please allow seniors and persons with disabilities to use designated seating. Please press
We'll be coming
stop
up to the
request
final stop here at
prior to
Burns
the stop
Common,
you desire.
and we're going to head back toward downtown.
Now arriving at Burns Common.
So as you see in about the 15-minute ride that we've taken, I've chopped this video down to about 8 minutes.
Please
We've
remember
got
to take all of your
5 or 6
belongings.
people to board this
Thank you
thing.
for riding.
These people are probably either going to get off or take it back around downtown. Highly doubt anybody else is going to get on here. Maybe 1 or 2 more people. We might have a customer waiting here at the terminus. Yeah, that's it. There's your free ride. Hoorah. People getting off. And 1 other person getting on. Now we're gonna head back the same way we just came. And the drivers, they come from the front. Now they come to the back of the train and make it go the other direction. Flip around. I'm talking to a citizen here off camera. Says he utilizes the train once in a while. Do you feel it's a positive thing for the city?
I do.
Or you
I'd
do?
like to see it expanded,
That's what I've gotten from the people that I have talked to on the train.
which it might get more use.
I drive this. I haven't driven, but I drive past this train on a daily, and I do not see a lot of people at any given time on here. Even during festival season, I don't see a lot of
I've
people on
seen
this
it,
train.
You know, I was here. It got more use with that expanded new route. you
Okay.
know. But it's hard. You kind of got to be in the area.
Correct. You know, you're better off getting on an e-bike or a bus even, or just walking. I mean, it really.
Yeah.
I don't see the return on what they're putting in, what they want to put into it. You know, even if they expand into other neighborhoods in Milwaukee, how many people are really going to be riding it? And it's free right now. They're not even generating money on it. So, is it worth it? I mean, the millions and millions of dollars to maintain and expand this thing, are they really getting their money's worth?
I don't know. Good question.
I appreciate your
This is the
honesty,
Burns
sir.
Common Station.
There have been quite a few more people that have come on. I'd say about another 5 or 6 riders as we're headed back to downtown on the train here. You see, we're going right back the same way we came. I'm going to get off not where I got on at. I will get off downtown, but as you see, there's
Now arriving
really
at
not a lot of
Ogden
people on here.
westbound. Doors will open.
There has been another rider that did get on as one got off. People don't want to be on camera, so I'm not showing faces or nothing, but I'm being honest about who comes and goes on this train. We have about 2, 4, 6, about 12 people on here now. It's midday. Pretty warm out, as I've said in the video.
Now arriving at Jackson and Juneau southbound.
We're coming back into the downtown. Another stop here. Look like they're getting on. Oh yeah, there's 2 more people that are getting on. There'll be a couple more riders getting on, and a couple people getting off. To be fair, there is a decent amount of people, I guess, at this time of the day riding. First Sunday afternoon in Milwaukee. Coming up to Cathedral square here. A couple riders about to get on. There's a family here. As you can see, there's a few people here on the train.
All southbound.
Coming into City Hall, there's about 15 people on here.
Press the stop request.
Some of these people are just tourists riding it for a novelty, which is fine. That's fine. They're still getting riders. Still don't see the amount of people that you would need to generate any kind of income to keep this thing going. Coming up here to the next stop at City Hall. I don't think anybody's getting on here. See any riders. Empty stop. So there's still quite a few people on the train. There's a couple riders getting on and off. I'm going to probably get off on the next stop here, Wisconsin Avenue. I've had enough. As you can see, ridership is low. Even at a decent time of the day, this would not be enough people to generate any kind of money for this train. It's an absolute waste of money. I'm getting off here on Wisconsin Avenue, right downtown Milwaukee. To be fair, there was quite a few riders. It still doesn't seem like it's enough to do anything for the city. Most of these people are just tourists or probably going to the market or something. See if anybody gets on the train here as I get off. Nobody waiting here at the stop. That's enough of this mess. That's the Hop train. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I'll probably never ride that thing again in my life unless they serve liquor on there. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the city's time. Anybody watching this video that lives in this city, do not vote for any more money for this thing. You're not getting your money's worth. You'll never get your money's worth. And that's about all I got to say about this pile of crapola. Hope you enjoyed the video. You brow. I'm out.